Today we will hear statements by the honourable members for the District of Terra Nova, Topsail Paradise, Torngat Mountains, Mount Pearl North, Bonavista. The Honourable, the member for Terra Nova.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's with great pleasure that I stand here today to recognise a stellar volunteer and cross-country skiing advocate in the Clareville area. Dr. Peter Cleary's love for the great outdoors was evident in his dedication to the Clareville Nordic Ski Club. He could be found developing trails for novice cross-country skiers and ensuring the trails were safe for all to enjoy. Dr. Cleary contributed many hours to cross-country skiing and at both the local and provincial levels in various leadership roles. Pete, as he was affectionately known, was instrumental in the developing and the creation of trails so skiers could enjoy the beauty of the backcountry and take in the scenic views while enjoying the winter fresh air. Pete's passion for cross-country skiing would see him eager to teach others, volunteer on hikes, coach racers, mark and pack trails down with his snowshoes. He could even be found with his chainsaw, cutting up fallen trees for firewood. His volunteer efforts were geared towards sharing and his passion and dedication to skiing and encouraging others to become involved. Sadly, Dr. Cleary passed away in November of 2021, but there is no question that his legacy will continue. Thank you.
Thank you. The Honourable, the member for Topsail Paradise.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the Tickle Swim is a 5-kilometre open ocean swim from Portugal Cove to Bell Island. The aim of the swim is to raise awareness and reduce stigma around mental health and mental illness in the province. This year, the Mun Tickle Swim celebrated its 10th anniversary with 17 participants. Mr. Speaker, I'm very proud to stand here today and congratulate sisters Amanda, Lauren, and Morgan Din, my 3 daughters, who participated on September 19th and raised over $6,000. This is not the first Tickle Swim for Amanda and Morgan, as they participated in 2019. This year's Tickle Swim was scheduled for September 17th, but due to weather and the effects of ocean movements, it was done as a virtual swim, with some moving to ponds and indoor pools. Without hesitation, my daughters arranged to swim in Holyrood, and with the support of each other, jumped into the ocean 5 kilometers offshore and swam back to the beach, along with 2 other swimmers, Don Curran and Jennifer Guy. Mr. Speaker, I couldn't be more proud of their accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating Amanda, Lauren, and Morgan, all who participated in bringing awareness to mental illness and the importance of good mental health.
The Honourable, the member for Torngat Mountains.
Thank you, Speaker. Muriel Anderson was born on September 2nd, 1917 at Duns Island. She passed on September 19th, 2022 at the age of 105. Affectionately known as Aunt Moo, she raised 6 children, 21 grandchildren, 37 great-grandchildren, 28 great-great-grandchildren, and we all called her Big Gram. She was only 4'11". She lived through 2 world wars, witnessed 2 pandemics, attended residential school, and although widowed in her 40s, she kept her 6 children together by babysitting, making sealskin boots, and translating. At the age of 12, she began work as a domestic. She took pride in her work, and later she would tell her grandchildren that the head of the household where she lived and worked always praised her by saying she was worth her weight in gold. All her children say Mom focused on the good and endured the not so good. A small woman, her kindness and generosity will be remembered by all those who knew her. Many comment on the politicians she raised, a son and 2 grandchildren as MHAs, and a grandson and 2 sons currently sitting in the Nunavut Government of Assembly. However, her true legacy will be her resilience, her faith, strength, and her kindness. She raised caring people. Her beautiful smile brought joy to all. Please join me in applauding the life of my grandmother, Muriel Anderson. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Mount Pearl North.
Speaker, today I pay tribute to a neighbour, friend and a very proud citizen of this province, Reg Anstey. As a resident of Mount Pearl and a champion for the fisheries and labour movement, Reg Anstey spent his life in public service. As a long-time Labour leader, serving on the executive for the Fish, Food and Allied Workers, known as the FFAW, and leader of the Newfoundland Labrador Federation of Labour as president until he retired in 2008. Retirement didn't last long for Reg, as he was appointed to the Canadian Newfoundland Labrador Petroleum Board, an organisation that regulates the oil industry in this province. Reg served with other public service boards and committees over his lifetime. He was appointed to the task force to review workers' compensation, appointed to the Red Tape Reduction Task Force. He helped create One Ocean to promote dialogue between the oil and fishery industry. He created the Sea Sector Council, representing Canada at the International Labour Organization of the UN in 2007. And he held the appointment of the Provincial Fish Processing Licensing Board in 2019. Reg's greatest love, though, was his family. He will be fondly remembered by his family, along with the citizens of this province, especially those he helped along the way. Rest in peace, my friend.
The Honourable, the member for Bonavista.
Thank you, Speaker. On Saturday, October the 8th of this year, I had the privilege of attending the 100th birthday celebration of Mrs. Janie Dooley of Sweet Bay. The recreation hall was filled with family on this joyous occasion, including many of her 31 grandchildren, 47 great-grandchildren, and 8 great-great-grandchildren. All she asked for her birthday was to receive 100 cards. To date, she is inching closer to 1,000. Janie Dooley raised 12 children and provided much guidance for each, and it continues today. She worried about making ends meet with raising so many children and admits that there were many struggles throughout. She is a very spiritual lady who believes that through prayer, many potential struggles were lessened or averted. Janie lived in her home in Sweet Bay until this year, when she decided to move to the Clarenville Retirement Centre, where she enjoys the social interaction of many friends. One of her good friends, Roger Fitzgerald, who served as her MHA, states, Janie is a remarkable individual who is the matriarch of a wonderful family. I asked the members of the 50th House of Assembly to join me in celebrating Janie Dooley for her dedication to family, perseverance, and super large abundance of spirit. Here.